This is my math homework number 26, Wednesday. For the first one, it says, use the expression and unit grid below to answer the question. What is 24 hundredths divided by 3? You don't really need to use the grid, but you could if you want to. Let's go and do this. That's being divided by 3. So we know that 3 cannot go into 0. 3 can go into, or cannot go into 2. It can go into 24 8 times. And that would be a 0. So we know the answer is 8. But you have 2 numbers behind the decimal. So let's put a 0 in the front and put a decimal right there. So the answer is going to be 0.08, which is the letter A. Another way you can do this is, here is 24 hundredths. You gotta find, you gotta divide into 3. So you know that 24 divided by 3 would be 8. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's why you get your 8 hundredths right there. And here's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's your second group, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So pretty much all you know is every group will have 8 hundredths. The easier way to do this without using the grid is to use your division normally. Do 24 divided by 3 and just put 8 down, and then you have to know that there's going to be 2 numbers behind the decimal, so it'll be 0.08. On the next one it says, Nick is making 2 different types of bread. He needs 3 2/3 cups of flour for one type and 5 3/4 cups of flour for the other type. The total amount of flour in cups Nick will need to make both types of bread can be found by using or by solving the expression below. You have to add them up to find the total. How many cups of flour will Nick need to make both types? So pretty much let's add this up. So you got 3 2/3 plus 5 3/4. Step 1, we need to find a common denominator between 3 and 4. That's going to be 12. So equal, line. Here's 12. This is 3 times 4, and 2 times 4, which is 8. This is 4 times 3, and 3 times 3, which is 9. 8 twelves plus 9 twelves gives me 17 twelves. That's called improper fraction. So the way you want to read that is 17 is being divided by 12. And we know that 17 divided by 12 will give us 1 whole. And then 5 left. So that's 1 and 5/12. Don't forget that we have the whole numbers here. That's 8. Add that 1 right there would be 9. And then it'd be 9 and 5/12, which cannot be simplified. So the answer has to be letter C. At a football game, 8/15 of the fans wore team t-shirts. Of those wearing team t-shirts, 1/4 also wore team hats. What fraction of the fans at the football game wore both a team t-shirt and a team hat? So what we'll do is we'll do 8/15. Those are the fans that are wearing t-shirts, and then of those, and we know the of means to multiply. Of those, 1/4 of them wore team hats. So let's multiply that. That'll give us 8/60. We'll simplify that because our answer option is not here at all. So we divide both by, let's go and divide both by 4. And we know that 8 divided by 4 is 2. And then 4 can go into 60, 15. So the answer is going to be 2/15, which is letter A. So once again, we took 8/15, which were the fans that wore t-shirts. And of those, we know the of means to multiply. Of those, 1/4 also wore team hats. So what fraction did both? Well, the 8/15 times the 1/4, which is 8/60. Simplified by dividing the numerator and the denominator by 4, and we'll get 2/15. For the last one, we just need to find a common denominator. Here's 2 3/8 plus 13/20. The number they have in common is 40. This is 8 times 5 and 3 times 5, which is 15. On the bottom one, this is 20 times 2 and 13 times 2, which is 26. When we add that up, we know that 5 plus 6 makes 11. That'll give us a 1 that we carry up top, and that'll be 41/40. And we know that would be 1 1/40. And that'll be the answer for the last one.